So in a few hours, I will be heading from my college campus back home, 5 hours away, to spend the next at least 6 weeks at home. And for a lot of people, this will be the same situation. From kindergarten through senior and college, schools are shutting down because of this pandemic situation. And I'm sure that many workplaces as well will do the same thing if they have not already. But either way, lots and lots of people, myself and you maybe who are watching this, are going to spend some time in isolation. What they're calling for is social distancing, being, giving yourself some distance from interacting with too many other people. This is something that I think a lot of people are gonna struggle with. How do I spend time by myself? Most of us are very natural, extroverted and social people. We find our energy from being around other people, and interacting with other people is really all we know. I think a lot of people, maybe the majority of people, don't know how to spend time by themselves, and being alone or not having the company of other people to hang out with is uncomfortable. But coming from a significant introvert, someone who I really enjoy and appreciate my alone time, honestly, my independent time, because I think there is so much value in isolation, in time by yourself, in your own head, just spending time with yourself, because it allows you to get to know yourself better. A lot of us self-identify by what people say about us, by how we are reflected by other people. And we identify with the group that we are with. And often we just don't know ourselves very well. We don't spend enough time with ourselves, with God, just to reflect on who am I, who do I want to be, and what am I saying or doing currently to reflect that. This time of isolation that we will have right now is the perfect time to do that. I know it's like a emergency situation, and it's definitely extraordinary circumstances, so your life is going to be drastically different. If you are an athlete by identification and you aren't allowed to play sports, obviously that's going to be a different situation. If you're a student by identification and you're not in school, obviously it's going to be a little bit different. But there's still the core. There's still those things that are central to who you are that maybe you have never even addressed. Maybe you have never looked deep enough into yourself because you've never allowed yourself that independent time to really say, who am I deep down? What do I value? What are my core beliefs? And who do I want to be at the heart? When it comes down to everything else, when everything else is stripped from my life, when I can't play sports, when I can't go to school, when I can't hang out with my friends, who am I deep down? And this time of isolation, this time of some independence, gives us the moment to do just that and to look inside. I highly recommend, because you're gonna have a lot of time on your hands, I'm gonna have a lot of time on my hands, to look inside yourself and do some self-reflection and proper, authentic self-identification. Who am I? Who do I want to be? Deep down, everything is stripped away. When all the normal things, the exterior things, the social things in my life are stripped away, when it's just me and God, who am I? What is deep inside of me? Who am I, and who do I want to be?